I'm going to check my sound. Sometimes the sound is okay. Sometimes the sound is not. So please allow me a moment to check my sound, do my disclaimer, and then that way we'll be fine. I just tried to go live and I couldn't hear anything. So please allow me a moment. Gonna play the disclaimer. So thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please share if you care. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what's on Instagram, what's on Twitter, what's going on in the news around the world. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And have a great day. So thanks. Stay positive, stay focused. So it's going to take at least a 1 to 2 minutes for everyone to get the notifications. We're going to talk about a few different topics in regards to what's going on. I guess the K's and the J's dropped their trailer, and it went from Courtney and Kim not getting along. Now there's an alleged fake beef between Kim and Khloe. I already don't really care for how they treat Khloe because I feel like they put her like she is almost the stepchild. Real talk. They have her helping Rob. She's actually using Rob as a storyline too. I don't like that, but it is what it is. I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, they're trying to make it seem more than before. So this trailer's longer, I think, a little bit than the other trailer, but it's in regards to Khloe and Kim. And we get that they're basically saying that some people want to work different schedules. Some people look at success differently, and we get that. Kim is definitely a workhorse. She wants to have her hands in a lot of different projects. She wants to have her hands in a lot of different areas. She wants to, parade around with her children. And Khloe's not like that. Courtney's not like that. Kim's a different kind of person in regards to seeking success and seeking media attention. So back in the day, and I think that's why they showed that old trailer. If you didn't catch it, I did. They showed an old trailer in regards to how Khloe, and we should have knew the plot plan, the PR stunts, they're so boring and tired. Sorry, but it is what it is. But we're going to talk about the show. Remember the old clip when Khloe, Courtney, and Rob was having a good time. And then Kim walks through the door and they're basically mad because she has this big old purse. She's trying to show off her car. And Khloe's not having it. Then Khloe's like, kind of get out of here. We don't want to be a part of what you got going on. So now we get why they wanted to press that and put that clip out. So then I guess Kim and Khloe are talking, and Khloe's not feeling her, and she's basically calling her, judgmental, rude. We see how they treat Khloe. They don't treat Khloe the same way they treat Courtney. But they try. But Courtney is kind of like, she will speak up. Courtney will speak up, speak her mind, and Courtney's not having it. Courtney will stand up for herself. Courtney will tell you what she's feeling, what she's thinking, and she will tell you to leave her alone. I'm not going to work the schedule. I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to take care of my kids. And Courtney will go in. So give me a moment. I'm going to check my sound here too. But yeah, okay, so the trailer either came out yesterday or it came out today. It's basically saying in the new trailer for the up and coming season, The Kardashians, tensions are high. It's fake tension because she had tension with Courtney and she shouldn't have had tension with Courtney. She should have allowed Courtney to have her wedding moment, wedding episodes, and she should have been happy and proud for Courtney. So it's basically saying the tensions are high for Kim and Khloe. They actually get into a tuffle. Where is one point Kim tells her sister that she's got a blank
up her behind. She's basically being whatever and basically calling, there's a dramatic preview. So the biggest thing is we know Khloe is in her error. She'll speak up, but she's not speaking out. She's not really standing up for herself. What they put Khloe through, Kim would never. What they put Khloe through, Kylie would never. What they put Khloe through, Courtney would never. What they put Khloe through, Kendall would never. But they continue to attach her to Tristan and the storyline. So now we have Khloe, and it's sad. This is not a funny situation. This is not embarrassing. These are clips that they're putting out. You have Khloe that's asking Tristan to take DNA. You have Khloe talking about Rob if he's donating to sinners and if the child really looks like Rob's. Excuse me, what? The surrogate place and who they went through would know if they used Rob's concern for the surrogate. It's almost like Khloe is shading the surrogate, the company they went through for the surrogacy. Then she's trying to say, this is Khloe's words. Khloe gets Khloe gets a call that she's supposed to pick up Tatum for the baby's going to be here on the weekend. Khloe gets emotional because she says she has True, and she has a special thing planned for True. So then the doctor tells Khloe, if you're not ready, I'll keep the baby until you're ready. Who does that? So now we have this fake beef between Kim and Khloe, and basically Kim is shading Khloe. It's all a PR stunt. It is. And then you have that the mom was asking Khloe to have a podcast. But why didn't you ask Kim? Because didn't Kim have a podcast? How long did that podcast last? Maybe one. How many episodes did Kim do for her podcast? I'm trying to think. It was less than 5, less than 10. But she wanted Khloe to have a podcast so she can put out these different narratives. And then that way they don't have to either go on shows and put out the narrative, or they don't have to post certain things to make cryptic messages. But the biggest thing is now there's this fake feud. And like I said, because if you're just now coming in the new trailer for the up and coming season for the Kardashians, tensions are high as Kim and Khloe get into a tuffle. Where at some point, Kim basically says, I get that. And you have to remember, I was one of the ones, and probably the only one, I don't recall anybody else saying it. Khloe had said they almost didn't get a season 2. So, with reality shows, they sometimes have to bring the drama, real drama, fake drama, or whatever. Last season, she wasn't happy with Kanye and Ray J for the 2 seasons. Then the other season, she wasn't happy that Courtney had a wedding special. And then there was a concern about the kids not being at certain things in regards to the special. And then you have, Kim and Courtney getting into it in regards to Courtney's wedding. What was worn, you know, Kim doing a brand deal, and it really should have went to Courtney in regards to Kim copying her own sister. So Kim is willing to copy her own sister. She's really willing to copy somebody that's just starting a business. So I think it's a PR stunt. I think they're in people's faces because there's so many other things that's going on. The Chris Brown and Quavo. You have the Kendrick Lamar and Drake. You have the situation that happened in regards to Drake's house. So they're getting people to communicate. I'm doing these videos so people will understand that the K's and the J's are seeking media attention, clicks, views. They are. Now there's going to be a fake feud in regards to Kim and Khloe, but Khloe also is concerning because you're making Tristan take DNA tests. You're basically shading the surrogate place. You're basically shading the surrogate. The doctor is basically saying, if you're not willing to pick up your child, I'll keep the child until you're ready. What? Khloe shouldn't have did that interview. Sorry. Khloe should not be talking about Tatum in the way she talked about Tatum. If I was a surrogate, I would be mad. I told y'all that though. Before Tatum was even born, and it's nothing against Tatum, he's a baby. But the way Khloe's putting out there, Khloe's shaving her own child, the facility, and the surrogate. and her brother. What is going on? Who thought of this in regards to Khloe? And they don't make the K's and the J's don't make Khloe look good. It's sad. It's sad that they don't make Khloe look good. Kim would never stay with a guy and have a guy be her storyline if he cheated or if he had a baby by somebody else. It wouldn't happen. And the sad thing about it, when you're doing this interview, you're telling us that you got emotional because you knew Tatum was coming, but you had something planned for you and True. And the doctor was willing to take the child on until you were ready. You got to remember around that time, Tristan was traveling the world, having a good time, acting like he was a single man, acting like he didn't care. And then, not even a year later, they're giving him more of a position on the show. Chloe's talking about trying to buy a house for both of them. It's sad that she's not the old Chloe. The old Chloe would stand up for herself. I'm not putting up with cheating. I'm not putting up with lying. You had a baby. Goodbye. They continue to attach Chloe to Tristan, and now Chloe's giving herself and her children a storyline. Even True. True was on this series. Supposedly, the mom was supposed to take them to a farm. Chloe had their lunch and everything packed, and then Chloe just wasn't comfortable. Chloe ended up at the farm with the mom, and the kids ran to Chloe like they didn't like spending the day with their grandmother. It was all in itself concerning. So I saw the trailer. I'm concerned for Chloe, her thoughts, her feelings, putting it out there in regards to trying to have Tristan take a DNA test, putting it out there in regards to whether the child is hers. Did Rob donate? And now there's a storyline in regards to Kim and Chloe feuding. They're seeking media attention. They're creating drama because people won't tune in. And I just think that people continue to say an end of an era. And it's like, really, for Chloe, it's kind of sad. Kendall and Kylie get to do whatever. They get to ride horses, they get to show each other how to drive a stick. For Kendall and Kylie, their storylines are fluffy and fun, and they're sisters that get along. While Kim and Courtney get into it. Now it's Kim and Chloe getting into it. And then next season, it'll probably be all three of them, Kim, Chloe, and Courtney, not getting along because they don't want to, do the same thing or something. But it's sad that their PR team, their producer team, seeks stuff that we've already seen or heard, and it's made up. Now, in regards to, I did a video that Kim was talking about her dress and putting on, it was like a play on words, putting on her boyfriend's sweater. So when I do the video, you guys will see what she was talking about. Her hair was a little messy. That was plot planned. She wanted to trend on about a sweater. She wanted to trend regarding her hair because we got to remember the day before Kim had an issue in regards to being booed at the Netflix special. And then I'm going to show you guys a clip because they're trying to say Netflix took out some of the boos so you couldn't hear it as much. So we're going to see them doing a lot of interviews, them trying to promote the show. There's other things that's going on that people are talking about. I'm just covering it because it is a story, and it's just many people just want better for Chloe. They want her to find a healthy relationship, a healthy situationship. Is Chloe doing what she's doing because no guys are really calling her that's suitable for her? You know, is Kim attaching herself to Chloe and trying to start a feud because Kim has to have something? People had already talked about Kim having talking to Scott. They already talked about them utilizing Scott and Tristan to talk about what's in the media and debunk certain situations. And it's like, no, that's not what's being said. That's not what was being talked about. So it's sad that Chloe is saying that she had to have Tristan do a DNA. Who says that? And why are you saying he don't look like y'all? And you're shading the surrogate people. And then you're saying, did Rob donate? because you're saying that your son looks like Rob? That in itself, and she's saying if that is so, that would be disgusting. Hello? How are you shading the surrogate place that gave you this beautiful gift? And remember, what season was it? It wasn't this season, it was the first season. I mean the third or fourth season. Khloe had said she didn't have a connection to the child. That's sad. And you have to remember, Tristan was traveling around, having a great time, holding hands with a woman we didn't know. And he looked like he was having a great time. And remember, that was around the time Tatum was supposed to be born. And we were like, Tristan's traveling the world. Shouldn't you be close by home? That way, if Tatum's born, you're there. So maybe she got emotional because he was taking her through. Because if you don't recall, many people were talking about that. Who was Tristan with? And then they tried to make it seem like it was Shaunie Jones. And Shaunie Jones was like, I would never. I don't know who put that lie out, but Shaunie Jones was not with Tristan. I don't know who put that lie out, but Shaunie Jones did not look like the person, and the body did not look like Shaunie Jones, but that was cleared up too. But it's sad that if, and I'll read this again, the new trailer is out, and it's basically saying in the new up and coming trailer for the season, the Kardashians tensions are high in regards to Kim and Khloe get into a tuffle where at one point Kim tells her sister that she's got something stuck in, she's acting away. But the biggest thing is Khloe's already been through enough. She's going through enough with Tristan. And this is the biggest thing. Y'all tell me, like the videos y'all come in, would y'all give a, a boyfriend a job if he cheated on you? Would y'all help a guy get a job at ESPN if he cheated on your sister? Note in the comments. Would you hang out with your sister's ex-boyfriend or current boyfriend? Would you, as a sister, would you hang out with that guy? Because you got to remember, Kim was hanging out with Tristan last year while Khloe was home with the kids. And Khloe should have been there for every event. And I don't know if Kim was utilizing Tristan's like security, because the other security guards might not have been available. But y'all tell me, would y'all hang out with y'all sister's ex if he cheated on your sister? And would y'all hang out with y'all sister's ex if he's not taking care of one of his children? Tristan's almost basically not even claiming Mara Lee's child. But you knew what was going to happen if you were dating her. Hello? And now Khloe's feeling this way about Tatum. It's concerning, everybody. It really, truly is. And maybe it's a distraction away from Tristan not taking care of, the child with Mara Lee. Now Khloe's feeling away about having him take DNA tests. Why can't that child be enough? Because that's what we're hearing. She said in the show, she said she didn't have a connection. Now she's saying she got emotional when she knew the child was coming. Let me see if I can find that interview. I played it earlier, but yeah, I'm going to play her interview if I can find it. Khloe's actually telling the interviewer she cried when she knew Tatum was coming. Is it an entertainment? Let me see. Yes, let me play this clip. Listen, y'all. I'll deliver the baby, I'll take the baby, and then you let me know when you're ready to pick up the baby. I'm going to play it again. She's telling herself, get it together. You seek this baby, you ask for this baby. That's sad in itself. Let's get to the next topic, y'all. I cannot with Khloe. Okay, so Shaunie O'Neal Henderson, because she's Shaunie O'Neal. Shaunie O'Neal is reflecting on her past relationship with Shaq. Shaunie O'Neal reflects on her past relationship with Shaq in her memoir. I don't know if I was even really in love with the man. What? What are we doing? What are we talking about? You have children by this man to sell a book? So we're going to talk about a few different situations because Shaunie and her husband, Pastor Henderson, are actually trending right now. If you didn't catch it, please like the video, you guys, as you're coming in. Please like the video as you're coming in. And please also subscribe and hit the notification bell. So if you did not catch, I did a video earlier today. Shaunie Henderson, her pastor husband, Pastor Henderson, was telling a young lady in the crowd to hush, be quiet. I did a video on that because they said that woman would be too loud almost for 4 years. Now, I don't know where y'all came from. I don't know what church y'all belong to, but churches I've attended, mega churches, smaller churches, mega churches, they don't put up with that. You don't distract the pastor. So why would he say for 4 years he put up with her disturbing him as he's trying to give a sermon? And y'all put her as a person in the choir? It's not making sense to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's not making sense to me. So then in her memoir, now Shani is saying she whether she even really loved him. This is the father of your children. Why would you marry him? One, let me know if y'all agree. Why would you marry him? Why will you have 4 or 5 children with him and you don't love him? Most women, and note in the comments if you've ever had a baby. Note in the comments, any of you ever had a child? No one wants to go through that type of pain for a person they don't love. Sorry. No one wants to go through that type of pain for a person they don't love. Now let me show you the message. Okay, so let's go here because then we're going to show Shaq's message. And basically, Shaq is basically like, I understand. I wouldn't have been in love with me either. Wishing you all the best. Love, Shaq. So she shades this man and saying she didn't know if she really loved him. That's kind of sad because he's the father of your children. You still have children that's of age. They would feel a way about what you're saying about their father. So do you think that it's shade to Shaq to take away from the distraction in regards to her and Mr. Henderson? And why am I saying that? Go back in regards to my video about a year ago. When you go back in regards to my video a year ago, it was their wedding special. But there's been many different allegations in regards to her husband. Not going to go through it. Look up videos. It is what it is. No one can confirm or deny what's going on in regards to Shaunie O'Neal's husband. Just look it up. So that video of mine's did extremely well, and that was a smaller page. So now you got to remember, what was it, 3 months ago? There was different allegations in regards to before Shaunie O'Neal got married to Mr. Henderson, she circled the block and was that's allegations too. I can't confirm or deny, and I'm not certain if they showed text messages. They might have, I don't know. But several months ago, there was a gentleman that said I was dating Shaunie off and on for years. And allegedly he's trying to say that he was with Shaunie before she went down the aisle and gifts was given. But that was a video for about 2, 3 months ago. A guy spoke out. And who did he do an interview with? Was it with Tasha? Or was it with somebody else? I don't know. But there was a guy and his wife that was doing interviews in regards to, they were talking about Shaunie O'Neal. But this is the biggest thing. I'm not certain if that's a distraction away from how Shaunie O'Neal is painted, how Pastor Henderson is painted. because I don't think anybody's ever brought receipts about his past relationships. I don't know if anybody ever brought receipts in regards to Shaunie O'Neal and her past relationships, but it's out there. So I don't know. And maybe Shaq, that's why Shaq is taking it at the chin, because he knows that right now, Shaunie O'Neal, Henderson, and Pastor Henderson is not being painted in a great light. So Shaq is willing to take it on the chin to take the away from the distraction. And she's writing, you know, her memoir to tell her side and how she feels about her life's journey. Now, you also know that Shaunie O'Neal Henderson was a part of Basketball Wives. I don't really watch Basketball Wives. I think it's still airing. I think they just had a season come out this year or late last year. But we understand that Shaunie O'Neal has been in the business for many years in regards to Basketball Wives. And some of the women on the show got along. Some of them were disrespected. Some of them felt a certain way. Shaunie O'Neal had basically told one of the young ladies, "Your service is no longer needed," and she literally got fired on air. I think that young girl's back though. I think she brought one of those girls back. But we understand the dynamics in regards to Jackie, her husband. Drea was on the show. Now Drea's pregnant by a younger basketball player. So, do you think reality shows are toxic? Note in the comments, do you think reality shows are toxic? Do you think she came out with a memoir to distract away from all the alleged allegations? And what do you think in regards to, was her husband right in telling the person to shush in the audience? I mean, in the choir stand. We understand when preachers are preaching, they don't want to get distracted. Sometimes there's an older mother or older experienced mother, and they may switch off because some people don't know. They don't know the dynamics of a mega church or smaller church or mega church. Sometimes an older woman will start speaking like she's under the spirit from the man above, and she'll start speaking in tongues. Some people understand that. And the preacher will allow that person to speak and pray, and she's over talking the pastor, and then the pastor will be quiet to allow that person to speak. It has happened at many churches. So what Pastor Henderson is saying, I did not approve for this young lady to be because that's a different reaction. Some churches will allow it, some churches will not allow it. It's okay if you're having a moment, but if you're having a moment over speaking the pastor, they get mad. They get mad, and I get it. So that's what's going on. Do you agree with Pastor Henderson telling her to shush? Did you see the video? Let me know in the comments. Please like the video, you guys, as you're coming in. Please like the video as you're coming in. It lets everyone know we're live. And please subscribe to the channel and also turn on the notification. So let me know if you guys saw the video in regards to Shaunie O'Neal's husband. Please let me know if you saw the video. Yes, no, did anybody see the video? And what did you think about the video? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, so that's what's going on there. Let's switch subjects. We're going to talk about, it's basically being said that Netflix removes Kim Kardashian getting booed during the Tom Brady roast. How much do you think? How much did you think it cost? But the biggest thing is, I did not understand why some people recorded it from their phone, from their TVs, and they posted it. So then we see other clips show there's not much of a boo, but it's already out there. And I didn't get why people were posting it, and you could tell that it was from their TV. Some of those pages, the video was taken down, so I'm not going to play the clip. But yeah, I think because their show is coming out, the K's and the J's are doing interviews. They probably don't want Kim talking about the boo. They probably don't want Khloe talking about the boos. They're trying to change the narrative, and I'm sure that's why they went to the Met Gala. But that's the other thing. Why wasn't Khloe at the Met Gala? Kendall was there. Kim was there. Kylie was there. The mom was there. And so was Corey. But why isn't Khloe? invited to the Met Gala. What is that all about? Or is there only so many tickets? Or it's because it's so expensive to go to the Met? And Chloe's like, I'm not paying that. I want to, if anything, I want to hear her say, why was she invited to the Met? It's kind of sad that Chloe's talk about the sun, though. Like I told you, I've been saying that. The K's and the J's are giving the kids a storyline. So this is the biggest thing. People are basically talking about, some people got the clips of the boos and some people are like, oh, it's not that bad. But then other people are playing it and they're saying, oh my goodness, why is there a difference in regards to the boos that we're hearing? But here nor there, people are saying, and did she have the same color around the same time last year, or was it when she wore the Marilyn Monroe dress? Does she always change her hair around the Met Gala time because it's a busy weekend? Here nor there, people are constantly talking about her hair. She got it cut. There was a video in regards to her looking very similar to Bianca the next day. It looks as if her sisters went to, Kendall went to a lot of parties afterwards. I'm not certain if Kim went to a lot of the parties afterwards. I'm not certain. I saw Kendall change outfits like twice. But here nor there. Yes, it's basically saying Netflix removed Kim Kardashian getting booed during the Tom Brady roast. Many people are wondering, how much do you think that cost? So, did you notice some of the TVs boos was really loud and some of the people weren't loud? Okay, yeah, there is real problems in the world, but the show is coming out with a new season, and this is my show, and this is how I talk. And if you don't really care for how I talk or how I communicate, you can go ahead and go to a different page. I'm not the type of page that don't speak up. I'm not the type of page. There's concerns here. She was booed. That was what happened on the roast. And if this is from Jasmine Brand and they're talking about it, you can go over to the Jasmine Brand. Hello. And you can tell the Jasmine Brand, nobody cares, and go over there. But on this page, I don't accept people not being kind in my comments. I don't do that. You can stay here if you're going to be kind, but if you're going to be rude, please exit left. Thank you. Have a good day. But yeah, many people are basically talking about the situation. Let's get to the next subject. And I'm not moving subjects because this person is trying to be rude. I don't accept that. Be kind in the comments or move and go left. Let's get to the next subject. We already talked about um, the Hendersons and what Shaq's response was. And then we're going to talk about, is Kim competing with Jay-Z and Beyonce? Because it's being posted that Kim Kardashian daughter Northwest lands a role in the special Lion King show. The reason why I'm mentioning that, and then we're going to go back to this picture. Recently, it was announced that um, Blue Ivy is going to be a part of the Lion King. Beyonce and Blue Ivy, and they're going to actually do um, an appearance, whether it's like, of course, like voiceovers, because it's a animation movie. But just as we saw that Blue Ivy joined Beyonce on stage, we saw North around the same time Beyonce's birthday was. We saw North stand behind Beyonce and dance. Her mom was trying to take a picture, and recently Kanye had her on stage, and North came up with the song, and I think some of the voice clip is a young lady that's a cheerleader. So some people were speaking out that are Kim and Kanye pushing North to do different projects because Beyonce and Jay-Z are also having Blue Ivy do projects. Now, Blue Ivy is either 12 or 14, but many people are calling out Jay-Z and Beyonce, and many people are calling out Kim and Kanye because they're stating that Blue Ivy is dressing like she's older than she is. some people pages are not here for how they had Beyonce, Blue Ivy on stage dancing with adults, her listening to the music, her seeing what was being seen. And then some people feel, whether true or false, it's their children. Grown people, Kim, Kanye, Beyonce, Jay Z, they're going to raise their kids how they want to raise their kids. Because you have to remember, Jay Z, Beyonce didn't have the opportunities that Blue Ivy has. Kim and Kanye don't have the opportunities like everybody else has. So that's the one biggest thing that people are saying, are Kim and Kanye trying to compete for Beyonce along with Jay Z? Are they in like competition? And are they trying to push North to be similar to what Blue Ivy has going on? It could be true, it could be false, but it's out there. It's out there. What else was I going to talk about? I think that was basically everything. We talked about Khloe and Kim, whether it's a true beef or it's a false beef, and what's going on with Khloe. She did an interview and she basically said to the doctor called and said, "Hey, your child is coming." And she cried and said she has time coming up with True. And the doctor had said, "I will keep the child if you're not ready for the child." And then we're talking about the trailer. The Kardashians have an up and coming trailer, and it's being reported that Kim and Khloe have actually been feuding. Real feud, fake feud. It is what it is. We understand Kim and Courtney were not getting along. Now it's trying to seem as if Khloe and Kim are not getting along, and Khloe's basically speaking her mind. I just wanted to do a quick video in regards to this. Well wishes to Khloe. Many people are saying no. Khloe, don't do the interview. You shouldn't have done the interview. Why are you telling people you're making Tristan take a DNA test? Why are you saying is Rob donating? Why are you saying the child looks like Rob? Why are you saying you cried and you're basically telling the doctor? And then you said to yourself, you got to get it together. He's coming, he's here. And it's kind of like, why are you throwing shade at the surrogate that went 9 months bringing a healthy child into the world, and you're constantly questioning having a connection? Problem concern one. Questioning the surrogacy if Tristan is the father, questioning if Rob donated. There's so many things that people are side eyeing Khloe on, and I just wanted to do videos on it. And it's my page, and I can and I will talk about it. And we talked about Shaunie O'Neal and Pastor Henderson, and we talked about Shaq in regards to, you know, him feeling like I probably wouldn't have been in love with me either. But are you surprised that a woman would carry several children for a man she didn't love? Please like the video as you're coming in. Please like the video as you're coming in. It lets everyone know we're live. And also subscribe to the page, and also turn on your notification bell so that way every time I upload a video, you will be notified. And stay up to date on different subjects. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Always in the comments, be respectful, be kind, because that's what I try and do. And I don't go over to people's pages being rude in their comments. So please don't be rude in my comments. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Everyone, focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Have a great day. Bye.